welcome to GB3. The time has arrived for the penultimate round of the season. We are at Donington Park, one of the great venues, about to host another round of this thrilling championship. It has been a long month away, but we are finally back, and GB3 is all set and ready to be poised back into action, and we're so excited to see how it is going to go. 3 extraordinary races coming your way. Thank you for joining us. It is great to have your company. We welcome you back up here to the commentary box as well, and it is going to be quite fun, as I've already described to you. In the commentary box, my name is Omi, and alongside me, as you can see at the bottom of screen, from Brands Hatch all the way to Donington Park, still with us, is Wes. Hi, Wes.
Hello, Omi. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this, unfortunately, pre-recorded GB3 Race 1 coverage. It happened at almost exactly the same time as the Formula Regional race, so you know that such is life. And considering the championship is a bit more open in Freca, we decided to prioritize that one. But that being said, we do have an interesting race up ahead for you. In this GB3 race, we've got championship leader Alex Ninovich, who will lead away from pole position. And yeah, it's up to the cars behind him to try and get the better of him if they can.
Absolutely, indeed, well said, Wes. And unfortunately, we came into this week with some sad news previously, a few weeks ago, where we found out that Will McIntyre is fighting cancer as well. We send our best wishes to him, but that was some terrible news, terrible news, Wes, and it means that his racing career has been put on pause for the moment.
It has, yeah, and it's particularly severe cancer because it's taken hold of his lungs and his brain as well. So yeah, not very easy to battle against that kind of cancer, but of course. Will McIntyre, much like all racing drivers, is very strong. That's the support of the entire behind him.
Yep, absolutely. Here's the grid. Alex Ninovich is next to Noah Lyle. They share the front row. And then it is Reza Siwurth next to Pat Hoynton-Roeder. They are third and fourth on the grid as well. In fifth, we find ourselves with Deegan Fairclough, and he's next to Kai Darianani, who will go from sixth position. And then in seventh, we find ourselves with Jack Sherwood next to Enzo Tan Vanichkul. Looking forward to seeing what he's going to be able to do from eighth. He's, of course, our most recent race winner. He took the win at Brands Hatch last time out, race number 3. Keanu Al-Zahari's in ninth, and then it is Bart Harrison in 10th. Liam McNeely is in 11th. Great to have him with us. He's next to Lucas Flusha, who has been one of our mainstays across this campaign. Kabir Anurag, Alpine Jr., coming over from Italian F4 to join us for a round. He's in 13th. Gonzalez, of course, has already had a round, along with his brother, Patrico Gonzalez, who will go from 15th. Max Taylor is with us as Race Lab. The team make their debut in single-seaters as well. And then it is Abby Pulling. We'll tell you more about the list of drivers we're about to go through. Abby Pulling 17th, Bianca Bustamante 18th, Flynn Jackas 19th, and Gianmarco Pradell in 20th. Wes, you've got the news of what happened to those 4 drivers.
Yeah, and it is an odd one. It really is, because apparently directly after qualifying, all cars have 15 minutes in order to get weighed. Now, normally this isn't a problem, but for some extraordinary reason, which we're not privy to just yet, those 4 at the back, Pulling, Bustamante, Jax, and Pradell, all missed that 15-minute window and therefore have been disqualified from qualifying and will have to start on the back 2 rows.
Absolutely. As the final cars get into position, including Pradell, well, their race from there can realistically only get better. It's going to be an exciting contest. Our champion on pole position, our championship leader on pole position. The championship is what he's trying to claim by the end of this weekend. We'll talk you more through that later on. But here we go then. It is finally the nervy moment as the cars find themselves lined up on the grid. The lights come on for GB3. The opening lap is go! And Reza Siwarathan has got a good launch from third position. We've got a car that has stalled on the grid as well as we make our way down towards the first corner. It will be Ninovic leading the way. It's going to get so close to contact. Can they all make their way through? That was Hoynton Rhoda trying to hang on to the car. He's down to fourth. Siwarathan finds himself improving up to second place. And then it is Noah Lyle in third as they navigate through the twisty nature of this Donington Park circuit. It is Ninovic with the lead.
Yeah, as away goes that XL Motorsport car. I believe that was Kabir Anurag who was slow to get away, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, absolutely dominant getaway from Ninovic. He remained unchallenged through turn one, but the battle is very much behind him. Lyle has got away as well in second place, but it's the battle for third that we're interested in. Siwarathan battling with Hoyton Rhoda, who, remember, is the only person at the moment, and Hoyton Rhoda gets it all wrong through the Fogarty S's and has been compromised on his momentum now and is about to lose fifth place. He's getting swarmed.
Absolutely mental stuff for GB3, and the field will make their way through, but Deegan Fairclough was involved as he was trying to battle his way through. We're only on the opening tour. We've already seen so much action. Tan Van Inchkull is the Red Bull Junior trying to get through as well. Sliding all over the place is Jack Sherwood as he stands on the power. Okay, that's the opening lap complete. There's been so much that has been going on. Tan Van Inchkull looking left, looking right. Can he find a way through? To the outside line he will go. There won't be a way through. At the moment, side by side, we still run, though, further in behind. Ninovic 1.2 seconds clear of Siwarathan. Lyle in third, and then it is Fairclough. Then it is Hoynton Rhoda on what was an aggressive opening lap, but they've all managed to make their way through. Meanwhile, it is going to now be Pradell who finds his way up to 16th after that opening lap. So he's gone on the charge. And Kabir Anurag now is the next one trying Keanu Al-Zahari, I should say, rather, is the next one trying to attack as well the driver of Tan Van Inchkull. But he's not the only one, as at the same time there you see Kai Darianani in the number 88 trying to do so. Spin! Car off the road and into the gravel trap we go with the number 48.
I think that was Liam McNeely in the Fortec there. I didn't see whether he spun himself or whether he got tagged, but yeah, he's off at Coppice Corner and in all likelihood won't be getting out of that gravel trap as the cars make their way down, and it's an overtake there, or attempt. That's Darianani. Yeah, that's an interesting move there. He's trying to get past Sherwood as the safety car comes out.
The safety car's out to just give us a deep breath because that was absolutely extraordinary stuff. Okay, safety car's out. Order is Ninovic, Siwarathan and Lyle. We'll run you through more in detail of what has taken place. But yes, Kai Darianani trying to be extraordinarily brave that time by fastest lap for Ninovic as well, as he's going to have the gap slindered down to absolutely nothing. We have 25 minutes, of course, of racing in the GB3 Championship. Let's look at a replay. It was Al-Zahari battling with Kai Darianani, and then we see the spin happen for McNeely further back.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were concentrating on the Al-Zahari battle there. And couldn't really see what happened to Liam McNeely there, but yeah, not really the way he wanted to get his GB3 career up and running, but yeah, I'm sure he'll come back stronger next time out.
Absolutely, he will come back stronger, I am sure as well. So this one's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out. For Kabir Anurag, this is the best ever news because he's got himself back up to contention in terms of he's back up to the field after losing the time after the stall on the grid. But Liam, of course, who's been racing in the USF category as well. So we will now prepare for the safety car to come in, hopefully in a few laps once they're able to clear it. We've also, of course, got 2 DRS zones for you this weekend here in the GB3 Championship.
We certainly do. Yeah, I just noticed Abby Pulling has had an unbelievable first couple of laps. She's up from 17th on the
Wow.
grid to 11th. 11th place at the moment. Yeah, so she's on for a very, very good result indeed.
She really, really is. Abby Pulling doing so well. She's got a lot of confidence, hasn't she? On the back or off the back of her GB3 podium at Brands Hatch, which it's such a long time ago, but that was our last round in GB3. So yeah, as weird as it is, that was the last time that we went racing in the GB3 Championship. Now the disqualification, I know we couldn't delve into it too much because we had to go through multiple stories on that just one formation lap that we had. But for Abby Pulling, that would have been had we not had any of those weight disqualifications or any of those shenanigans come in, it would have been reverse grid pole for race 3. So the race format where she got the podium, she would have had the opportunity to start on pole position tomorrow afternoon, but that opportunity now goes away due to that disqualification, meaning that they're at the back for all of the races. Critically, for Pradell, Wes, his disqualification is only for Q1, so that means this race. So it won't have an effect for race 2 later, which of course they have a separate qualifying for. So the rest got disqualified from both qualies, but Pradell only for the single one, the first one.
Yeah, very interesting. That I'm not quite sure how that works with because I was under the impression that that both qualifyings took place simultaneously, and I don't know why you'd need to weigh the car twice, and if that is the case, why Pradell's car would have been weighed for one session and not for the other. But yeah, that's what they've decided. So yeah, Pradell, and of course for Pradell, he was kind of the big name of that group of four to get this penalty. Of course, he is one of the top three Australian drivers in the championship. He's running third, just a relative handful of points behind Hoytsenroder. So yeah, if anything happens to Hoytsenroder, Pradell could be next in line to challenge Ninovich. So yeah, this weekend was a bit of a blow for him.
Absolutely. So the field navigates their way through. A bit of other news that we've had that has broken. Freddie Slater will not be competing in the remainder of this championship. I know he would have only been able to do the Monza round, but he won't be doing the Monza round with us as well. So that is Freddie Slater done from the Hill Speed driver. So don't expect to see him taking any further part. His full, I guess, focus will be on the FRECA Championship, where he is battling for the title up against Matteo Di Paolo. So keep an eye out for that. The race number 2 is coming up tomorrow. It'll be directly before GB3 race 2. So it's a perfect way. It's a perfect thing, actually. And just before that is F1 Academy. You get to join us for F1 Academy very early morning. Then you get to go over to FRECA, race number 2. And then you get to go over to GB3. Race as well. And then once all of that is done, then you can of course enjoy your Formula 1. Then you can join us for hopefully British F4. There's hopes that we can get there and commentate. I still need to work it out with producer JT on that, whether he'll be whether we'll be able to go in and commentate that. So that's a possibility. And then you can hopefully come and join us to end the weekend with some GB4. That's in terms of what we're involved in. There is a lot on, of course, with MotoGP, with NASCAR, Xfinity coming up later on today. Main channel, you can definitely check that out as well. So plenty to keep an eye on. But we will prepare to hopefully go back to the green flags, the safety car period, taking a little bit of time. Remember, we've got 25 minutes of racing, so while it might say 18 minutes on the clock, only 25 minutes are allowed. So it is whichever one comes first, which at this rate, Wes, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the 25 minutes that actually come first.
Yeah, it's a bit of unfortunate timing with Liam McNeely's car being cleared away just as the cars were going over the start finish line. So yeah, they had to go round for another lap and waste a bit more time. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, Alex Ninovich now is backing the queue up as they go through the fog. Yes, is down to the Melbourne Loop, and confirmation on our screens now, safety car is in at the end of this lap. So Alex Ninovich, he's done this a few times this season now, safety car restart, and Reza Siwarathan in second place at the moment is going to be in an interesting position. He wants to stay close to the back of Ninovich, but also defend from Noah Lyle behind. Let's see how they all do.
Absolutely. Looks like Ninovich has gone, and we are green flag racing again. Lots of smoke in the background being kicked up as we did go racing, and it is Ninovich across the line. P1, green flags flying once again. Then it is Siwarathan. Can they all get their braking points sorted? Deegan Fairclough having to dart to the inside line could leave him vulnerable though, because on the grass, an attempt coming in from Hoynton Road as we go downhill now, and that is very close between those two drivers, but Ninovich doing enough, maintaining the advantage up against Siwarathan. But the further back is where the battling is as they navigate their way through for what will be their first lap after the safety car.
Yeah, Hoyson Road are having to get out of it there because Fairclough was not prepared to have him alongside going down through the Craner curves there, understandably so. But yeah, and Fairclough has now almost immediately, as it happens, got onto the back of Noah Lyle up in front, who has to go defensive as they come down to the chicane. Lyle guarding the inside line, and Fairclough decides against it, but he's got a good run now through the S's as they head down to the Melbourne Loop, and Fairclough goes to the inside, sells him the dummy, and Deegan Fairclough makes an absolutely fantastic move through the hairpin, and Hoytzenroder now is under pressure from the car behind.
Absolutely timed race now, and there was contact further back somewhere else, as meanwhile Hunsenroder is now going for it, as meanwhile they all tug in the slipstream. Fairclough could be under threat. Lyle is trying to fight this one, goes to the outside line, they are basically squeezing each other. Noah Lyle round the outside of Deegan Fairclough, the reigning British F4 champion, nearly losing the car, as we still run side by side, and this time it's Hunsenroder trying to get to the inside line himself, and Fairclough still going for it. We thought this battle was resolved, and it is resolved now, but not further back, as off the road, Tan van Ichkel forcing, why, Tan van Ichkel's off himself, Tan van Ichkel is off himself, he was battling up against Al Zahari as well. It is all getting aggressive here in GB3, as they try and keep it on the road, but they're struggling to do so, and the battle now continues. Hoynton looks left, looks right, can't go round the outside, and he's still stuck behind Fairclough.
Yeah, it was actually Jack Sherwood that Tom Van Ichkel, both of them went off on the exit of the old hairpin, and that's allowed Alazari, Flusha, and Abby pulling up into those places, and pulling now, going around the outside of Tom Van Ichkel, getting very, very tight, and Tom Van Ichkel somehow manages to not hit the side of Abby pulling. DRS is enabled now, and 3 wide in the background now. The road-in of Flusha, not of Flusha, of Alazari, Flusha as well, and it's all going crazy here at Donington Park.
Yep, here we go. It is absolutely wild stuff. Pulling, they're trying to defend. From Tan van Ichkel, it was a superb move by Pulling. Tan van Ichkel will not agree. He looks to the outside. He sells the dummy. He tries to get back up the inside. Brilliant racing between them, and they are going to get away with it. Pulling has the position. She's on the charge. P8 having started at the back. Abby Pulling going for this one. And yeah, timed race now. Not surprised. 11 minutes and 20 seconds, everybody, is what we have remaining. And while this goes on, Alex Ninovich, loving life, P1, 1.8 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. He is on it, and I'm sure the gap will be extended when we next get an idea of how this race is looking. But it is going to now be a race which has everything still left to play for, and I've just got the safety car that's come in. We still have so much to go. That was ludicrous. That was wild. And it all started here. Lyle around the outside of Fairclough.
Yeah, Fairclough getting extremely defensive, going through Redgate Corner, and then Fairclough getting a whole bunch of oversteered, losing momentum. But yeah, going through, here's the old hairpin moment between Tom Van Ichkel, who gets some major air as they transfer from gravel to grass. And I'm surprised his car's not damaged, actually. That was a hell of a ride through the air. And yeah, so action all the way, and Abby pulling now, still having to keep an eye on her mirrors. Tom Vanichkul, despite his flying through the air, is still very, very quick and is looking for a way back past the number 9 British driver.
This race delivering all the goods, I think, of what we love of motor racing. And we are getting to witness exactly that. This is absolutely fantastic. GB3 racing here at Donington Park, where there's cars absolutely everywhere. It's now finally the moment where the race has actually calmed down and settled in a little bit. Top 3 find themselves in good formation. Ninovich leading the way, doing Ninovich things at the front of the field. And Seaworthen finds himself in second. Lyle finds himself in third position. Of course, the gaps all changing around as they come over the line each lap. And it's now 2.6 seconds is the gap between first and second place. So it is all still to play for Al Zahari, looking to try and defend there. And he's up against Flusha.
Yep, certainly is. And we've been saying about how Abby Pulling has had a great run of form, and she certainly has, but so has Lucas Flusha. He started this race all the way down in 12th, and he is now up into 7th position and only 7.5 seconds off the lead. I mean, that's at this stage in the race, that is very, very impressive, and considering Ninovich has got a 2.8 second gap to Seaworthen, and Seaworthen another couple of seconds ahead of Lyle, for Flusha to only be that far.
Fairclough running wide into the gravel trap, and he will get away with it, Wes, but he's going to be still under pressure as Hoynton Road is going to look around the outside, can't get there. What about up and under and the cutback? Fairclough now is trying to squeeze him. It's neck and neck between the two of them once again. Hoynton Road are up the inside, Fairclough nearly runs wide again, and this time Al Zahari is there, now to try and capitalise, to try and take this position. There's still nothing between the two of them. Hoynton Road has got the position as we get ready to close the DRS, and Al Zahari looks round the outside and he's going to get through, and all out of shape is Fairclough, and now that will allow Flusha, who is of course now in the hill speed car, to go up the inside line, and Flusha is going to be able to fight his way through and take the place.
Yeah, they really did hung poor Deegan Fairclough out to dry there. That was such an important overtake for Patrick Hoytson-Roeder. And Deegan Fairclough now coming back. I wonder if Flusha let him back by, because over track limits. Flusha's coming back past. He drove very nice. My goodness. Then they were less than a paper's width between them. That was unbelievable there. Great driving from the pair of them.
Absolutely extraordinary stuff. Well, Wes Discord was having an absolute nightmare at that moment. Bit of gravel. Oh, spinning round. Al Zahari into the wall. Al Zahari into the barrier. Well, we saw the smoke, we saw a car had gone off, and it's Al Zahari who finds his way all the way to the wall, and that's such a disappointment. He was pushing on, he was looking for a good result of P5, he was looking to try and chase down P4, and that could be the moment where his race ends, and possibly the race for us ends overall, because of how long it took to repair the opening lap incident. Wouldn't be surprised if this one's going to take long as well. We still have 6 minutes and 30 seconds, there is a chance, but the safety car will be out.
Safety car. Yeah, indeed. And that's a very weird place that Al-Azhari has gone off. It's past the old hairpin into what's not. It's called the Schwantz curve. It's not often referred to by commentators because it is just an acceleration zone. Really, it's the kink between the old hairpin and McLean's corner. So. Has he gone wide? Yes, he has gone wide. Oh, and he did what Tan Vanichkul did as well, but he just couldn't control it over the gravel, flying through the air onto the grass, and that's the end result there. So, yeah, such a shame for Kinu Al-Azhari.
Yep, absolutely. Such a shame indeed. Let's hope we're still able to get a lap out of this, but of course there's no plus lap in GB3, which kind of ruined it for us when it came to the previous round at Brands Hatch, if you remember, Wes, where Tom Vanichkul took the slowest restart in the world, and it meant that we didn't get a last lap battle as well. So that is one thing to consider, that even if the time does look big, sometimes, just because the drivers can slow it down so much, it means that there isn't a last lap final. So that is something for us to consider. It has happened in before. We've also had it previously. I think we had it in. I think we had it in one of the Spa races. I think before as well in GB3.
Oh yeah, that kind of thinking certainly not unique to Enzo Tarnvinichkul. Any of these drivers would have done the same thing in his position, and yeah, Ninovic especially will want to take advantage of that situation and extend out his championship lead. It's probably around about this time then, with the safety car out, that I'm gonna do some number crunching to see how this current result will affect the championship. Currently, without the end of this race, the gap between Ninovic and Hoytsenrode is 71 points. Now, now the theoretical amount of points that one driver can score over the course of a weekend, 3 different races, is 102 points. So that's what Ninovic will need to be ahead of Hoytsenrode. So yeah, let me do a bit of number crunching, and I'll come back to you with what this will do for the championship.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. We're behind the safety car, so a perfect opportunity. We'll let Wes do some calculations with his lovely calculator. I hope he's got out as well over there as well. I am
Yes,
sure.
it's called my phone.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Yes, he's got his phone and he's gonna do some calculations for us. How exciting, everybody! Okay, 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock to go. It is now a race which, wow. The question becomes, do we get a resumption? On the evidence of that, momentarily we saw the car. On the evidence of that, doesn't look like it, because it is taking time to recover it, so we will wait, we will see how it is all going to play out, and then we will try and hope that we can get 1 lap out of it, but it isn't looking likely. Bit of repair, well, quite a lot of repair to be done to the car of Keanu, Alza, Harry as well. This is, of course, the opening race of the Donington weekend. We have race number 2 coming up tomorrow morning, and then race number 3 tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be exciting as we wrap up what will be a thrilling weekend of racing. GB3 at Donington always finds ways to deliver, and that is what we love about this championship. It's always so exciting and enthralling to watch, and when we get to the end of the season, even if we may have a champion that looks likely, everything can still change very quickly. Okay, I'm happy to say that the car is being recovered, but it all depends on where they are at the circuit and how this one's going to go. Wes, you're looking at the camera, no longer at your phone, so I assume you are done with the calculations.
Yes. So if we do, assuming we don't get going again, Ninovic wins and Hoytsenrode finishes in 4th place, that will extend Ninovic's gap from 71 points to 85. Obviously, nowhere near the amount he needs to clinch the championship at this point. But yeah, in all likelihood, I think, assuming Hoytsenrode does finish race 2, Ninovic probably isn't going to win it in race 2 either. So we're looking the kind of difficult thing with this is something that's quite unique to MSV championships. It's the fact that in reverse grid races you can get bonus points for overtaking the place you finish compared to the position you start in. And MSV championships award you up to 12 points for that. So although reverse grid races are reduced points at the end, you can make up the difference with those bonuses. So, yeah, as I said before, Ninovic needs to have a 102-point gap to Hoytsenrode by the end of race 3 in order to clinch the championship. It's going to be difficult. He's still quite far away from that, but not impossible, especially if Hoytsenrode has any bad luck.
Absolutely. Absolutely going to be the case. Okay, well, we're ticking down, and this will be the final lap, it looks like. We're not going to get going from this point onwards. It is now going to be the field getting backed up. And Alex Ninovich on his way to the win. As you mentioned, Wes, it would be good if it can be decided in race. Well, preferably if it goes down to Monza, but if it can't, then I'd rather have it decided when you're here. So we're both here for the championship crowning moment as well. Okay, we've got the message safety cars coming in, but, well, the timer is at 2-1-0. Race is done. This is the last few corners. We won't be getting any overtaking, so it means it'll be one of the easier drives that Alex Ninovich will get this season to a checkered flag. This is the last lap. Reza Siwarathan will finish in second. Noah Lyle will be in third. But what a superb drive it has been from the Rodin Motorsport driver of Alex Ninovich, who is backing up the field then and bringing us down towards the final few corners on this circuit. And Alex Ninovich getting a step closer to the championship as he will get another win in this GB3 campaign. It will be Alex Ninovich who comes round the final corner, and it will be behind the safety car. No one can overtake him. He takes the flag. He is the winner, and he takes victory to start off the Donington Park weekend. Reza Siwarathan's in second, and Noah Lyle claims third position. It's Hoynton Roder in fourth. Flusha is in fifth, and that was an extraordinary GB3 race. And Wes, we had to end it behind the safety car, but what we had prior to it was absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, such a great race there, particularly from the two drivers I mentioned earlier, Flusha and Pulling, who did not let a poor qualifying spoil their race. They took advantage of the carnage all around them, kept their noses clean, and scored big points in this race.
Absolutely. Okay, well, Wes, that brings our coverage for today of GB3 to a close. What's your final thoughts? You won't be here for race 2, so let me know your preview to that as well, and you'll be back with us in race number 3 later.
Yeah, so definitely, I think it's probably a foregone conclusion now that Alex Ninovich is going to walk the rest of this championship. But the question remains, when will he do it? He could, as I said before, theoretically do it in race 3 here at Donington. But we'll have to wait and see if he does it. But he's absolutely dominated this championship. Honestly, I think even if we did have Freddie Slater for the whole year, I think the two of them would have pushed each other very, very close indeed. And great shame for Kino Alizari as well, ending up in the wall. He needed a good result here today and unfortunately walks away with nothing.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Wes. Thank you to everyone who has watched today's delayed coverage of the GB3 Championship. We'll be back tomorrow for live action of Race 2 and Race 3, and we hope to have your company there. Goodbye.